Torque on a current carrying coil or loop. If a current carrying rectangular coil is placed in a uniform magnetic field, it experiences a force and torque. Let us consider a rectangular coil having n turns carrying current I in a uniform magnetic field of flux density B. Here we have a uniform magnetic flux density B represented by green arrows, and we have a rectangular coil which is placed in this magnetic field, that is uniform magnetic field, and this rectangular coil has n number of turns. And current passing through this coil is I, and its direction is shown with this black arrow. This rectangular coil placed in uniform magnetic field will experience force as well as torque. The force F acting on the sides PQ and RS due to the magnetic field are in opposite direction and normal to the magnetic field. Sides of this rectangular coil are represented by PQ and SR. The length of SR and PQ is represented by A. So we have A, that is length of this side and this side, PQ and SR. We can calculate the direction of force on both sides by the help of Fleming's left hand rule. So we can use this Fleming's left hand rule to find the direction of force on the side of the rectangular coil SR, and by using Fleming's left hand rule we get the direction of force on this side SR, that is downward, and we can use Fleming's left hand rule to find the direction of force on the side PQ. So by using Fleming's left hand rule we get the direction of force, that is upward. So the direction of force on this side SR is opposite to the direction of force to the side PQ. The magnitude of this force on sides PQ and SR is F1 is equals to IAB sine theta. Here theta is 90 degree because the angle between length of the sides A is perpendicular to the magnetic field B. In that condition we take theta is equals to 90 degree when A and B are perpendicular to each other. So in that case we get IAB sine 90 degree is equals to IAB maximum force. And similarly for F2 we can calculate F2 is equals to IAB sine 90 degree when the length of the side and the magnetic field density B are perpendicular to each other. So we get maximum force IAB. The effect of this pair of forces is a couple which has a torque given by torque is equals to force into moment arm. On side PQ and RS there are two forces that are opposite in direction and forming a couple, and due to this couple we have a torque on this rectangular coil which will rotate this rectangular coil. But we have PS side and QR side of the rectangular coil, and on these sides forces do not generate any torque. So torque is only due to the couple on PQ and RS sides. So axis of rotation is center of this rectangular coil, this point. If we see the rectangular coil from top side we can see that the this distance PS is B, which is width of the coil, and the axis of rotation is this central point represented here. So torque is equals to force into moment arm due to this couple. But we know that due to two forces, moment arm will be this complete distance B. So torque is equals to force, that is IAB, into moment arm B, width of the coil. We know that A into B is equals to area. A is length of the coil, B is width of the coil. So length into width give us area of the coil, where theta is the angle between the plane of the coil and the magnetic field, and B is the moment arm of couple. So torque is equals to N. N is for N number of turns of coil, B I A B cos theta. Here B cos theta component of moment arm is effective component, which is generating torque in a rectangular coil. That's why we take B cos theta. We know that A into B is area of the coil, so we get torque is equals to BINA cos theta. Here B is magnetic flux density, I is the current flowing through this coil, R as PQ, and N is number of turns of coil, A is area of coil, theta is the angle between the plane of coil and the magnetic field. When the plane of coil is parallel to the magnetic field, then theta is equals to 0 degree, and we get maximum torque because cos 0 is 1, so we get maximum torque. But when the plane of coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, then we get theta is equals to 90 degree, and cos 90 degree is equals to 0, then we get 0 torque.